Welcome back to Father and Son Fix. In this episode, we're going to show you how to fix the trim on your GE dishwasher. These same steps will apply to many other dishwashers and other types of appliance trim. Oftentimes they fall off, and it really hurts the appearance of the appliance as well as the whole kitchen. Just makes it seem really janky when it looks very unfinished without the trim. So, let's fix it. Now, the thing you want to do before you reattach the piece, and we're going to show you how to glue the piece back on, is to test fit it many times before you apply the glue. There's different little tabs often that hold these trim pieces in place. On this one, we need to slide it in on the right, then clip the tabs in the front, and finally slide it in on the left. Now, these tabs often get broken, and that's the challenge that we're dealing with on the right side there. And this happened to us before, so we're coming back in again to give it a little bit more adhesive for a more permanent fix. So, first of all, you really want to clean the area. After you check the alignment and make sure everything's going to fit, clean the area completely. And of course, we're going to retest the fitting again because those leftover bits of adhesive, as well as some of those damaged tabs, weren't resulting in the best fit. So go ahead and scrub it thoroughly. And here, especially on the edges where the tabs are going to connect, you want to be sure to remove any gunk that's built up there. Even a small piece of food or something that slipped into that crack is going to prevent the piece of trim from seating correctly. And again, it's going to hurt the appearance. It's not going to look like it was a factory finish. So take your time, and here we're speeding it up. It took us about 5 or 10 minutes to really thoroughly clean each little bit off, taking our time and doing it. Here we're using a rag. We love making rags out of our old clothes. It's just a great way to recycle, and we often find that it works better than shop towels or paper towels, depending upon the task. Now we're cleaning that trim piece, and let's take a look at these tabs like we were saying. On this side, the tab is okay, but you can see some of that damage that's occurred. And with the dishwasher, and often with an oven or other kitchen appliances, they're going through a lot of heat cycles. And that's going to cause this plastic to become very brittle over time. And as you can see on the right side, the tabs are just completely blown out here. So we're going to need to make sure we've got enough adhesive to keep that in place. So now that we've got everything cleaned off, there's the option to use different types of adhesive. You could use a fix-all adhesive or just a typical super glue. We like the fix-all adhesive because it's got a little bit of flexibility to it. You could use something like an E6000, but we recommend this super glue adhesive because we've used it before, and it's really forgiving when it comes to cleaning up the little bits of adhesive that may be showing after that trim piece is fully secure. Again, if you've got a bunch of extra adhesive dripping everywhere, it's not going to look very good, and it's going to take away from the appearance of your kitchen. So we're going to go around the entire edge here with that adhesive. Very carefully. We don't want to put a lot, although what we found was you need a little bit more than enough so that the slightest bit is going to squeeze out of that trim piece. Previously, we didn't use enough, and so here we are again. It's not too bad. It's about 2 years later that we're back repairing this again, and if it happens in another 2 years, we won't be mad. But we're putting a little bit more adhesive on this time, and just enough so it squeezes out just a little bit, especially in those areas where the tabs may be broken or missing. Again, we're speeding this up here. We're taking our time and doing it carefully. This adhesive, as we mentioned, very forgiving. Of course, you want to test it on an inconspicuous area of your appliance first before you go ahead with the repair. We know for our GE dishwasher here, it was great, and we'll show you how to clean up that excess adhesive at the end. Carefully sliding that trim piece in place You want to align each of the tabs just as you had done when you were dry fitting or test fitting it. And you're going to squeeze it, carefully squeeze it in place, and then we're going to show you how to secure it. Depending upon your model of appliance, you may have some choices of using clamps. In our case, we're going to show you how to use some blue tape to secure this piece on. Of course, word to the wise, if it's a dishwasher like this, do not run it during the time that the adhesive is drying. All that steam from the dishwasher that causes those tabs to get brittle, well, it's also going to cause the adhesive to not set correctly. So, look for a time after you've run a recent wash, especially if it's your dishwasher. Here we are coming in with the blue tape, but we got to be careful that you can't put the blue tape on any of the buttons, at least on this GE Profile where it's got these sort of touch sensitive buttons on the top. That limits us a little bit, and maybe in hindsight it would have made sense to have used a set of clamps, but not knowing the strength of this plastic, we're happy with this approach using the blue tape. So here we are again, just working on the ends here. Careful to avoid any of those touch sensitive areas, as we mentioned, and we'll show you in a moment actually what happens when you do put the tape on that area. I don't think you want your dishwasher waking you up in the middle of the night or running for some reason in the middle of the night. Most of them have a security latch, but same goes for if it's an oven or some other appliance. If you have the ability to unplug the appliance or take off the breaker, in which case you may be able to tape over any switches or knobs, but we still would recommend against it if possible. So here we are taping it on the ends, and we'll show you here in a moment what happens if you do try and tape over. Now, we did want to put a little bit of clamping force in the middle. Just in those tabs were in pretty good shape. We weren't too concerned. It was mostly the edges, but we did want to add a little bit of tape to the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in between the start button and the wash indicator. So you'll see we're just going to tear this wider piece of blue tape in half, and then we're going to put that in the middle, just to the left of that start button, to be sure that we weren't triggering that start button. And as you put that on there, you want to pull very tightly with that piece of blue tape across to securely hold it in place. The more pieces of blue tape, in many cases, the merrier. And this is one of those where we're going to cross over in the other direction as well, just to give it a little bit more pulling force, pulling those two pieces together. Maybe a little bit more room there. And overall, though, the tabs are in pretty good shape, as we mentioned, in the middle there. So there may be room for one more piece, but this is what happens if you put it on the touch sensitive buttons. It's going to turn it on. So let's put that one away, and then we'll put one more piece here on the left side. Now, as far as drying time, you want to be sure that you're following the manufacturer's instructions. In our case, for this fix-all adhesive, they recommend 24 hours, and we would recommend about the same. Of course, be careful, don't get any water on it in the meantime. And as we mentioned, probably want to wait until after you've recently run a wash and everything's dry in the dishwasher. So here we are, about 24 hours later, and peeling off the blue tape. The other thing is we know that the blue tape and fix-all adhesive play well together. They're not going to cause any bleeding of the blue tape or any strange effects that another type of solvent or adhesive may do. So just something to bear in mind when you think about how you're going to adhere that piece and hold it in place, as you're also have that adhesive on the trim piece there. So as we're peeling off the blue tape, you're going to see here the little bits of excess adhesive right around the trim that we were talking about. Really not too noticeable or too much of a concern. However, if you want that perfect factory look back again, you're going to want to peel away those little pieces of adhesive. And we'll show you how to do that. And it's very forgiving, so not to worry. And carefully pulling off the blue tape here. You don't want to pull the piece away again. Although it is very securely held in place, you should be mindful and just be careful as you're pulling off the blue tape. You don't want to pull off any paint as well. Blue tape, generally forgiving, but we have had instances where we'll pull up a little bit of paint if that paint isn't held down too well. All right, so now we're coming to this adhesive as we were talking about, and this little bit of excess. It is so forgiving. It almost comes into a consistency like the adhesive you would find on a placement in a magazine or something like that, or in a mailer where they have that sort of adhesive glue or a glue dot type of feel to it. Very easy, and it doesn't leave any residue on the chrome strip there, so it's really easy to clean up. And so we just kind of peel it away with our fingernail. As we like to say, sometimes the best tools are right at hand, and a fingernail is certainly a good one, especially for this task. You could try a little plastic scraper or something like that if you don't want to damage your fingernails for whatever reason, or if you don't have fingernails from a lot of manual work that has worn them down. Little plastic scraper, little credit card might do the trick as well. In this case, we're just going old school and just scraping away that little bit that is left there for a nice and tidy, shiny finish. No longer looking janky or kind of unfinished look in the kitchen here, and so we're happy about that. It's just sometimes it's those things that catch your eye and really kind of ilk you. And in this case, for us, this trim piece was one of those that had been coming off again, and so here it is. This is how you put it back together. We certainly hope that this helped you. Thanks for watching, and we really hope you have a great day. Leave us a comment down below. What experience and what appliance are you using this for? And let us know. Thanks for watching again, and have a great day.